Alright, well, good morning. It is the 15th of May, 2012, and just because I can and just because I'm goofy like that, I decided I would do sort of a cruising around Tallahassee. Particularly, this is me on the way to work. Just past Capitol Circle, and I'm on Pensacola Street, or Highway 20, depending on what you want to call it. Not sure how well the video will actually come out because it is 6:22 in the morning. I'm not particularly broadcasting my voice this morning, but that's alright. My buddy Abhik over in Calcutta, India will probably watch this, so good morning Abhik and Supravat. I don't know how well my pronunciation will go, but we'll give it a shot. Anyway, weather's nice outside, about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, you're seeing a lot of headlights and stuff this morning, but that's kind of sort of normal. Two-lane traffic crossing over a bridge. Let's see, into the explanatory phases of this cruising around. I guess you could almost call it a series now. Yes, I just throw on the video camera as I'm driving and point out a few things and go from there. I'm approaching TCC on my left. I have to take a video of it when it's daylight so you can actually see it. But that is the Tallahassee Community College. It is a 2-year college. That's where I attended. They're doing some road construction here. They've been doing it overnights now for about a week or so. Off to my right, I don't know if it will zoom or not. Of course, the bus is now on the way. But that is fire station number 4. You kind of see the end of the bays over there. Home of engine 4, truck 4, brush 4, boat 4, and a few other pieces of equipment. It's going out of focus. The bright lights are messing with it. Lovely. Alright, let's see. We'll catch it on the right. There you go. You can kind of see it anyway. Ooh, there's a, what you call it in the road, a traffic cone. Alright, and as you can see, there are cones on my left-hand side. This is where they're doing construction on that side. Gas is at $3.57 per gallon today, at least at that spot. That's not too bad. It's been going down in price the last little bit, which makes me happy. Keep coming on down to about $2, I'd be happy. Let's see. Yeah, this video is looking on the dark side, but you get kind of the idea anyway. About a 20-minute, or 20-mile drive rather, excuse me. About 30 minutes worth of driving back and forth to work. Coming up on the left, looks like smoke shop and Shell gas station. That's a car wash you see with the red and yellow lettering. The usual's waiting on a bus. Today just one person. Yellow sign here on the left. That's going to be Los Compadres Authentic Mexican Food Restaurants. And of course, I think worldwide they recognize McDonald's. This morning one won't be so exciting and not a whole lot of details because, like I said, it's just a silly thing I'm doing. That's a Wendy's right there. They now have upgraded side dishes, mac and cheese and chili cheese fries. So upgrade your calorie intake and go from there. Alright, now let's see. Little bits and pieces and factoids. Up to this traffic light up ahead, the green light on the camera. If I take a right, you'll see there's some fancified fencing there, and that fancified fencing puts you into Heritage Grove, which is an apartment complex strictly for students. Kind of an upscale little spot. Alright, major intersection, Tennessee and Ocala. This is one of those ones that they have put traffic cameras up at each corner to make sure people don't run the red lights. And they're having a big problem with accidents and well, you know, they do what they have to do for enforcement purposes. You're allowed to take a right on red, you just have to come to a complete stop. Alright, Waffle House, the Varsity Grill and Bar. Varsity is one of the places that holds trivia. Opposite side of the street is a small shopping mall with a few different businesses in it. There's a Radio Shack and some other. Guthrie's Chicken fingers. It's chicken strips breaded up to where they look kind of about the size of a finger, I guess. Starbucks Coffee, place where you can spend $5 on a cup of coffee. Congratulations, you just wasted $5 on a cup of coffee. This is a predominantly student area. We're getting ready to approach Florida State University, home of the Florida State Seminoles. Bobby Bowden fame for the football fans. This area off to the right. Go this route today so you can see at least a little bit of it. A lot of trees block the buildings from the front as you're coming along Tennessee Street, which is kind of a main east-west artery through town. But it's pretty. A lot of Spanish moss and various trees and plants. The roadway itself is actually divided and has trees going down the center, which is kind of nice. It's a nice artistic look to it. There is the Florida State University. Technically, I guess that's their main entrance. Alrighty. As we swing through, coming up on Dewey Street. Yes, more McDonald's. Place over here, Donut Kingdom. Makes some really good donuts. Very bad for you, but that's okay. That's why you eat donuts. Gumby's Pizza, one of the local pizzerias. Tomahawk Sports Bar and Grill. That's another place where they have trivia occasionally. Alright, coming up, this brick building right here is called the Haven of Rest. It is one of 2 homeless shelters that we have in town. It's for homeless and indigent people. And straight ahead, you can see sort of see the lights on that bus, where you see the little band of yellow. That building is called the shelter, or some people used to call it the Cold Night Shelter. It's the other homeless shelter in town. They are very close together. They keep them on a bus line, so people that are honestly trying to get back to work can get to a bus and get a ride to whatever part of town they need to get to for a job. The roundish looking building with the blue on the top was the quote-unquote round Holiday Inn. They have basically rebuilt the whole thing and given it a whole bluish tinge, and I have to say it looks pretty nice. I kind of like that blue on there. It's pretty sharp, but it becomes a 4 Points by Sheridan Tallahassee downtown, and they call it Juicy Blue. Alright, well, let's see. Coming up here to my next turn, which is on Duval Street. The building ahead and to the left, that is the Greyhound bus station in town. Turning on to Duval, which is a north-south road, if anyone really cares on the map. Mainly residential, but it does take us next to the governor's mansion, which is kind of cool. Never been in there. Maybe one of these days they'll have an open house that I can slip over to. But, alarm company here in town, Georgia, Florida. At least one of my Derby girls works there. Facebook friend on top of that. Alright, let's see. Ahead to the right, just past this traffic light, that is the governor's mansion. Governor Rick Scott. This is his Tallahassee home, or the home of any governor that's currently seated in office, no matter what their political affiliation would be. Alright, not a whole lot to see. This is almost a canopy road. Trees pretty much encompass it, but it's not one of the ones that they list as specifically canopy. But for at least a section or two, you get a nice little tree effect. Okay. Oh. Duval Street's a good way to avoid some of the Monroe Street traffic. Not quite as many traffic lights, I don't think, but that's okay. Alright, well, we just crossed 7th, making my usual turn on 8th. This allows me to get to and from work without too much of an issue traffic-wise. Fortunately, it's part of the time. Big white building to the right is a kind of a, how would you call it, a hotel? Not a hotel, but a facility for seniors, where they kind of a retirement apartment complex. Brick building straight across, that's Memory Lane Antiques, new antique store that opened up here a few months back. Henry's Radiator Shop, and down there between the trees is the police station. My second home, it seems. That's our tower. Alright, coming in. Coors Light refilling at a gas station. And of course, Pepsi doing their little setup job. Well, this ends up this particular segment. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you didn't, oh well, it's just for fun. Bye.